Hey, happy Friday. We made it to the weekend. All right. Hey, I hope you guys get a chance to have a wonderful time with friends and family over the weekend here, enjoying the beautiful sunny weather that we have here in Arizona. This is Jack Tubbs from the J Team at Realty One in Surprise, Arizona, coming to you again. Once again, we're talking about closing out an formal probate personal representative assignment. We talked about all the different things, what means formal, informal, etc. We've gone through all the different duties. We've talked about tax ramifications and taxes that have to be taken care of for a probate. Today, we're going to finish up on closing out, or basically finishing your responsibilities as a personal representative when you are a personal representative to a probate here in the great state of Arizona. We talked about all the different things that we have to do and papers we have to file and getting a court date and going, because this is a formal, we have to have a court date if required, because usually when we have an informal probate, it means that, a formal probate, it means that we don't have a will or a trust or a roadmap on how to distribute the assets of the estate, but it also means that we might have somebody contesting what the will, the trust, or even the executor has decided as far as the distribution of the estate. So once we have those things kind of figured out and have an outline made, it's gone before either a commissioner or a judge, and there's been an improvement. We have a court date to sit before a judge or a commissioner to settle out the distribution of the estate to all the distributees, or the people that are receiving assets of the estate, and we file the final paperwork and we make sure that all that other stuff's done. Then we have to pay some more bills here. We got to pay the final administration expenses, and then we distribute the assets and we obtain receipts. And I know I went over this yesterday, but I just want to remind you of that. And then we prepare a petition for final discharge of the personal representative. That's you, if you're the personal representative, that we have to have an attorney, or if you feel competent enough yourself to do it, you can do it yourself, to discharge you of any more responsibility as far as concerning the assets of the estate. This also says, hey, I've done what I was supposed to do, even though there was somebody contesting it, etc. I've done as far as what we have, as if there is a will or trust, I've done what they want, what the decedent has wanted, or what the judge has ordered. Once that's done, then prepare an order of final discharge of personal representative, then send out the original deeds and instruments of distribution. And what is an instrument? A deed is pretty self-explanatory. Any property that has been willed to somebody or has been distributed from the estate to somebody, they have to get a deed in their name so that they can, so the state knows who to charge taxes to, who to come to if there's a need by the state or the county or the city to take care of anything. Let's say somebody inherits a property and they don't touch it. We have weeds growing, all that kind of stuff. The city has to know who to contact to make sure that that problem is rectified. So we have to send a deed. And then there are instruments of distribution, which are receipts, basically. If there's a car that's being willed, then it's going to be a title. If there's a motorcycle or motorhome or anything like that, there's going to be a title that's going to be changed over into the person who receives that from the estate as their inheritance, etc. So that would be an instrument of distribution. And then we also have to have some sort of receipt. If there's something of great value, say a piece of art or something to that effect, there has to be a receipt given to them. They have to sign off on it and say, yes, I received this product or this piece of art, etc., so that it shows once again that the things that were in the estate have been distributed and that somebody's received them, then that the personal representative hasn't done anything to squirrel away with them or taken or kept them for themselves, but it's been distributed as to the wishes of the decedent or as to the orders of the judge. And then we also have to notify everybody as to the, look, this is what we gave you, this is what we reported to the courts that we gave you, and that's what we're going to report to the court. And we have to notify everybody who receives something that they are going, that this is what we told the court that you received. And if they decide to tax you on that basis, whatever, it's because of what we reported to them. Now, once that's been done, we also have to make sure that the IRS knows all these wonderful things, because they're going to decide whether there needs to be any sort of taxes paid on that inheritance, and we have to file an IRS form 5970 and send that into the Internal Revenue Service. Once we've done all that, and then there's still a problem, then we're going to have another hearing. But usually if we have to have another hearing, then we've got to repeat the first, probably steps 8 through 15 again. But once it's all done, then we have to send a certified copy of the order to a bonding company to release the bond. In other words, a bonding company has been already contacted by the personal representative because there is an issue, and that we want to make sure that everything's done correctly, and that the bonding company, or basically they're going to ensure to make sure that everything is done. Basically, they're ensuring the performance of the personal representative, that everything is going to be distributed as per either the wishes of the decedent or as to the orders of the judge in the probate court. So once that happens, we've got to let the bond be released. We've got to let them know that everything's been distributed as I just said, either to the will of the decedent or as to the order of the judge, so they can release the bond. And then we know that everything, and they're going to release it only because they know that the personal representative has performed as to the wishes of the persons whose estate it was, or as to the order of the probate judge. Now, that's going to end my segments on probate for the moment. But I want to remind you once again that probate is not the only kind of real estate that we take care of here at the J Team at Realty One. We also do all other aspects of real estate. Matter of fact, one of the things that seem to be coming back, that we kind of thought we were going to be down and not going to be under anymore, are going to be short sales. And I have extensive experience doing that. I back when short sales were very relevant to the real estate trade, I can't even tell you how many I've done, and how many different short sales I've done. I've done just a straight up regular short sale. I've done an FHA waterfall short sale. I've done a short sale with a bankruptcy included and foreclosures, etc. So these things are probably going to be showing up a little bit more and more, especially for you buyers, that you find a property and we may find a seller who's underwater, that the property is no longer valued at what it was or what they borrowed against it. I know how to take care of that for you and streamline the process. So just to let you know that we cover all these different kinds of things, and we can address any type of real estate issue that you might come against. So if you have any questions, especially about probate or any other real estate matter, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can get a hold of me at 248-330-7972. Once again, that's 248-330-7972. Or you can email me at jack@thejteam.house. Once again, that's Jack, J-A-C-K, at the J-Team, THEJTEAM, .house. Other than that, I'm going to wish you, I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Like as I said before, that you get a chance to spend time with friends and family, or if it's a day that you need to rest from all the crazy things that we see going on in this world right now, sit back, take a pause, do whatever you need. I hope that's exactly what happens for you this weekend, that you get a chance to refresh, to have some time to either spend with friends and family, or just get some time of rest and refreshment. I will be seeing you Monday, and we're going to start talking about what to expect in the market for the next till the end of the year, basically the second half of this year, what the real estate market is going to look like, what are some of the indicators that are going to show us what it looks like how the market's going to shape up. Other than that, have a great weekend. This is Jack from the J Team wishing you a great weekend. See you Monday. Bye-bye.